All right, so have you ever seen those sci-fi movies where robots manage like these massive warehouses flawlessly?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, it turns out that's not just Hollywood magic anymore.
Right.
We're diving deep into the world of AI-powered inventory management today,
Yeah.
where algorithms are actually making decisions
Thought of
that
that.
impact everything from like your next online order to the global supply chain.
Yeah, it's a pretty radical shift when you think about it.
Right.
We're talking about AI tackling a problem that has plagued businesses for centuries. Really.
Yeah.
How to make sure you have the right amount of stuff at the right time without, a warehouse full of obsolete products.
Exactly. And it's not even just about avoiding those dreaded out-of-stock messages when you're shopping online, right?
Right.
There's a ton of money,
Oh, yeah.
resources tied up in inventory.
Huge amount.
Too much, and you're wasting money on storage.
Right.
Too little, and you're losing sales and, frustrating customers.
Yeah, traditional methods just weren't keeping up. They relied so heavily on historical data. It's kind of like, driving while only looking in the rearview mirror.
Yeah.
AI changes the game completely.
Oh,
Instead of just looking at what happened last year, it considers real-time information like economic trends, social media buzz, even weather patterns.
so it's like AI is giving businesses a superpower. They can anticipate demand instead of just reacting to it.
Exactly. Let's say a major heat wave hits the East Coast in July.
Yeah.
AI algorithms can predict a surge in demand for air conditioners, fans, even popsicles.
Right.
This allows companies to proactively adjust their inventory levels and make sure those products are available when and where they're needed.
That's incredible. It's like
Yeah.
having a crystal ball that tells you exactly what people are going to want before they even know it themselves.
Right.
But how does AI actually figure all that out? We're
Yeah.
talking about mountains of data.
Oh, yeah. AI thrives on data. It really does. We're talking about massive data sets that include everything from past sales figures to social media trends, weather forecasts, even economic indicators.
Wow.
AI algorithms can sift through all of this information and identify patterns that would just be impossible for humans to spot.
It's like having a superpowered detective that can connect the dots and see the big picture.
Yeah, absolutely.
But how does that translate into actual inventory decisions?
Yeah.
Like, how does AI know how much of something to order or where to store it?
Well, one key area is demand forecasting.
Okay.
AI can crunch all that data and tell a business, hey, based on current trends, you're likely to see a 20% increase in demand for winter coats if the temperature drops below freezing for like 3 consecutive days.
Huh.
That level of precision is just game-changing for businesses.
So instead of just guessing based on last year's sales, they have a data-driven forecast?
Yeah.
That helps them make smarter decisions.
Absolutely.
More warehouses overflowing with snow boots in July.
That's right. But it goes beyond just predicting demand. AI can also optimize inventory levels by taking into account things like storage costs, supplier lead times, and even product shelf life.
So it's about finding that sweet spot, right?
Yeah.
Having enough to meet demand without wasting resources on excess inventory.
Yeah.
And AI can do all this in real time, constantly adjusting based on the latest information.
Precisely. Think of it like a self-driving car for your inventory.
Okay.
It's constantly monitoring the road conditions, adjusting speed and direction to ensure, a smooth and efficient journey.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah.
But all this data crunching and forecasting seems like it would require a lot of computing power, right?
Right.
Are we talking about some serious supercomputers here?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Cloud computing has made this technology accessible to businesses of all sizes.
Okay.
It's like renting computing power on demand,
Yeah.
so you don't need to invest in expensive hardware up front.
So even small businesses can tap into the power of AI without breaking the bank. That's really encouraging.
It is.
But let's talk about the actual physical movement of products.
Yeah.
I mean, we've all seen those videos of robots working in warehouses, right?
Of course.
But how much of that is actually happening right now?
It's becoming increasingly common, especially in large-scale operations.
Okay.
One key technology driving this is something called IoT sensors,
Uh-huh.
which are basically tiny devices that can track the location and condition of products in real time.
It's like having a digital fingerprint on every single item in the warehouse.
Yeah, that's a great way to think about it.
And these sensors can communicate with the AI system,
Right.
providing constant updates on what's where and how much is left.
Exactly. Think of it as like a nervous system for the warehouse, providing real-time feedback to the AI brain.
Okay.
And this level of visibility and control allows businesses to optimize everything from picking and packing to storage and shipping.
So it's not just about, like, having robots whizzing around.
Right.
It's about having an intelligent system that coordinates all those movements,
Yeah.
ensuring everything flows smoothly and efficiently.
That's right.
Okay, and then there's another fascinating technology
Yeah.
called computer vision, right?
That's right, yeah.
This allows AI to literally see products,
Yeah.
using cameras and algorithms to identify, track, and even inspect items.
Absolutely.
So instead of relying on, like, barcodes or manual scanning,
Yeah.
AI can visually recognize products just like we do.
Yeah, that's right.
That's incredible.
It is.
What are some of the specific ways that computer vision technology is being used in inventory management?
Well, for starters, it can be used for quality control.
Okay.
Imagine an AI system that can spot defects in products coming off the assembly line, preventing those faulty items from ever reaching the customer.
Wow.
It can also be used to track the movement of products within the warehouse, ensuring that they're being stored and handled properly.
So it's like having a watchful eye that's constantly monitoring the quality and location of every single item.
Yeah,
But this sounds like a pretty sophisticated setup.
sure.
Is this something that's only accessible to, like, large corporations with massive budgets?
Not necessarily. While the initial investment in these technologies can be significant, the long-term benefits often outweigh the costs.
Okay.
And there are companies that offer uh, AI-powered inventory management solutions as a service, making it more accessible to businesses of all sizes.
That's great to hear.
Yeah,
It means that even small businesses can benefit from these advancements without having to build their own AI infrastructure from scratch.
exactly.
But I'm curious about the bigger picture here.
Sure.
We've talked about AI optimizing individual warehouses, right?
Yeah.
But can it also coordinate entire supply chains?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
In fact, that's one of the most exciting areas where AI is making a huge impact.
Hmm.
Think of it like an air traffic controller for the global flow of goods, ensuring everything moves smoothly and efficiently, from suppliers to manufacturers to distributors and finally to consumers.
So it's like having a master conductor orchestrating the entire symphony of the supply chain,
Exactly.
making sure all the instruments are in sync.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
So AI can analyze data from across the entire supply chain,
Right.
identifying potential bottlenecks, predicting disruptions, recommending adjustments to keep everything moving smoothly. This level of coordination can lead to significant cost savings,
Oh, yeah?
faster delivery times, and improved customer satisfaction.
That's right.
Okay, so we've got AI predicting demand, optimizing inventory levels, coordinating robots, and even managing entire supply chains.
Yeah,
It's mind-blowing to think about how much has changed in just a few years.
pretty amazing.
But I'm curious about the companies that are actually using this technology.
Yeah.
Are we talking about just the tech giants, or are traditional businesses also embracing AI?
It's a mix.
Yeah.
You've got companies like Amazon and Alibaba that are pioneers in AI-powered logistics with their highly automated warehouses and sophisticated algorithms.
Uh-huh.
But you're also seeing traditional retailers, manufacturers, and distributors adopting AI to stay competitive.
Right.
Companies like Procter & Gamble, Walmart, and even smaller businesses are using AI to optimize their inventory management and supply chain operations.
So it's not just a trend, it's like a fundamental shift in how businesses are operating.
I think so, yeah.
It sounds like AI is becoming essential for success in today's rapidly changing world.
That's a great way to put it, yeah.
It's like a new era of business where data and intelligence are driving decisions that impact every aspect of the journey from production to consumption.
Yeah.
But I'm also curious about the human side of this equation.
Sure.
What happens to the people who traditionally worked in warehouses
Yeah.
or managed inventory?
That's an important question.
Yeah.
And one that we'll dive into more deeply in the next part of our deep dive.
I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, me too.
But for now, I think we've laid a pretty solid foundation for understanding the power and potential of AI-powered inventory management.
Yeah, for sure.
It's truly remarkable how technology is transforming this age-old business challenge.
It's a fascinating journey, and we're just getting started.
I can't wait to see what the future holds.
Me neither.
So we've seen how AI can predict demand, optimize those stock levels, and even coordinate like entire supply chains.
Right.
It's pretty clear this technology is a game changer. But I'm also thinking about, like, the human side of things, right?
Yeah.
What happens to all the people who traditionally worked in those roles?
That's a really important question and one that comes up often when we talk about AI and automation.
Right.
It's natural to wonder if these technologies are going to replace human jobs.
I think some people imagine robots like taking over warehouses, leaving humans out in the cold.
Right.
Is that the reality?
Well, the reality is a bit more nuanced than that. While it's true AI can automate some tasks that were previously done by humans, it's not necessarily about replacing jobs entirely.
Okay.
It's often more about transforming them.
So instead of thinking AI versus humans, maybe it's more about AI and humans working together.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Think of it this way. AI can handle, like, the repetitive, data-heavy tasks, freeing up humans to focus on things that require, creativity, critical thinking, human interaction.
So maybe instead of manually checking inventory levels, a warehouse worker could be trained to manage the AI system, analyze the data, make strategic decisions.
That's a great example, yeah.
Okay.
We're seeing this shift towards roles that require a deeper understanding of AI, data analysis, and problem solving.
Yeah.
These are skills that are in high demand.
Right.
And they offer, opportunities for workers to upskill and advance their careers.
So it's not about being replaced by robots, it's about learning to work alongside them.
That's right.
But this transition, I imagine, requires a lot of training and adaptation, right?
Right. Absolutely. Companies need to invest in training their workforce, equipping them with the skills they need to thrive in this new environment.
Yeah.
And it's not just about technical skills. It's also about, communication, collaboration, adaptability skills that will always be valuable in any workplace.
So it's a shared responsibility between companies and individuals to kind of embrace this shift.
Right.
Make sure everyone benefits from these advancements.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm also curious about, the potential impact on the customer experience.
Yeah.
How does AI change the way we shop?
That's a great question. AI has the potential to make the customer experience much smoother, more personalized, and ultimately more enjoyable.
Give me some examples. How exactly is AI enhancing the shopping experience?
Well, for starters, think about those personalized recommendations you see on e-commerce sites, right?
Yeah.
AI is often behind those suggestions,
Okay.
analyzing your past purchases, browsing history, even social media activity to suggest products you might be interested in.
It's like having a personal shopper who knows your taste can point you in the right direction.
Right.
That can be really helpful, especially when you're overwhelmed with choices.
Yeah, and it goes beyond just product recommendations.
Okay.
AI can also personalize the entire shopping journey, from the search results you see to, the delivery options that are offered.
So it's about tailoring the experience to each individual customer, making it feel more relevant and engaging.
Exactly. And this level of personalization can lead to increased customer satisfaction, loyalty, and ultimately sales.
It makes sense. When you feel like a company understands your needs, you're more likely to do business with them.
That's right.
But I'm also curious about the impact on customer service.
Sure.
Does AI play a role there as well?
It's playing an increasingly significant role.
Okay.
Think about chatbots, for example.
Yeah.
These AI-powered assistants can answer basic customer questions, provide product information, and even resolve simple issues without human intervention.
So it's like having a 247 customer support team that never gets tired or grumpy.
Right.
That's pretty impressive, but can chatbots really replace human interaction completely?
Not necessarily. While chatbots are great for handling routine inquiries, there are still times when you need that human touch.
Okay.
For complex issues, emotional situations, or, simply for customers who prefer talking to a real person, human customer service agents will always be important.
So it's about finding the right balance between AI and human interaction, using each to its strengths.
Exactly.
But I'm also curious about the role of AI in product development.
Yeah.
Can AI actually help companies create better products?
That's an area where we're seeing some really interesting developments.
Okay.
AI can analyze massive amounts of customer data, including reviews, feedback, social media conversations, to identify trends, preferences, and unmet needs.
So it's like having a giant focus group that's constantly providing insights into what customers really want.
Exactly. This information can then be used by product development teams to create products that are more likely to resonate with customers and meet their expectations.
It's like taking the guesswork out of product development.
Yeah.
Using data to drive innovation, create products that people actually want to buy.
That's right.
But I'm also curious about the potential impact on pricing.
Okay.
Then AI influence how much we pay for products.
Absolutely. AI is being used to develop dynamic pricing models that adjust prices in real time
Okay.
based on factors like demand, competition, even the time of day.
So instead of having like fixed prices, we might see prices fluctuating throughout the day, like
Mhm.
airline tickets or ride-sharing fares.
Exactly. And this can be beneficial for both businesses and consumers.
Okay.
Businesses can optimize their pricing to maximize revenue,
Mm-hmm.
while consumers might find better deals by shopping at certain times or taking advantage of dynamic pricing discounts.
It sounds like AI is having a ripple effect across like the entire retail landscape, from product development to pricing to customer service and beyond.
It really is.
It's a pretty fundamental shift in how we think about buying and selling goods.
Yeah, it is.
But with all this data analysis and personalization, I'm also wondering about the implications for privacy.
Yeah.
Are we sacrificing our privacy for the sake of convenience and personalization?
That's a crucial question. As AI becomes more integrated into our lives, it's essential to be mindful of the data that's being collected and how it's being used.
So it's not just about the benefits of AI.
Right.
It's also about the potential risks and the
Yeah.
need for responsible development and deployment.
Absolutely. We need to have open and honest conversations about the ethical implications of AI,
Yeah.
ensuring that it's used in a way that benefits humanity while respecting individual rights and privacy.
It's about finding that balance between innovation and responsibility,
Yeah,
harnessing the power of AI while safeguarding our values.
I agree.
But I'm also curious about the future. What are some of the emerging trends in AI-powered inventory management? What's on the horizon?
One exciting area is the development of more sophisticated AI algorithms that can handle even greater complexity, make more nuanced decisions.
Uh-huh.
We're also seeing the integration of AI with other emerging technologies like blockchain.
We've touched on blockchain a little bit before. Can you remind us how it relates to inventory management?
Sure, blockchain is basically like a digital ledger that tracks every step of a product's journey, from sourcing to delivery.
Okay.
This can be incredibly helpful for ensuring transparency, traceability, and accountability in the supply chain.
So it's like having a digital fingerprint that follows a product from its origin to its final destination,
Exactly.
providing a verifiable record of its history.
Yeah.
And when you combine blockchain with AI, you have like a powerful combination
Right.
that can revolutionize the way we manage and track goods. So it's not just about optimizing inventory within a single company. It's about creating like a more transparent, secure, and efficient global supply chain.
That's the ultimate goal. And AI is playing a key role in making that vision a reality.
It's pretty amazing to think about the potential impact of these technologies.
It is.
But with all this talk about efficiency and optimization,
Yeah.
I'm also wondering about the human element. Are we losing something in the pursuit of like a perfectly optimized system? Are we sacrificing creativity, intuition, or even a sense of wonder?
That's a really thought-provoking question.
Yeah.
It's important to remember that AI is a tool.
Mm-hmm.
And like any tool, it can be used for good or for ill.
Right.
It's up to us as humans to ensure that AI is used in a way that aligns with our values and enhances our lives, rather than diminishing them.
So it's not about letting AI take over completely. It's about finding ways to like work together,
Yeah,
each leveraging our unique strengths.
I think that's a great way to put it. AI is a powerful force, but ultimately, it's up to us to guide its development and ensure that it's used for good.
I love that perspective. It's not about humans versus machines. It's about humans and machines working together to create a better future.
Absolutely.
And that brings us to the end of part 2 of our deep dive into AI-powered inventory management.
Okay.
In the final part, we'll explore some of the potential challenges and ethical considerations of this technology, as well as some of the most exciting possibilities that lie ahead.
It's going to be a fascinating discussion. I'm looking forward to it.
So are we. So we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive, from the nuts and bolts of how AI is transforming inventory management to the ripple effects it's having on jobs, the customer experience, and even the global supply chain.
It's been quite a journey, and it's clear that this technology is incredibly powerful.
Yeah.
But with great power comes great responsibility, right?
Exactly. And that's what I want to explore in this final part of our deep dive. We've talked about all the potential benefits of AI, but it's important to acknowledge that there are also potential challenges and ethical considerations that we need to address.
Absolutely. It's not about demonizing AI or anything, but rather about Being aware of its limitations, understanding those potential risks, and working to mitigate them to ensure that this technology is used for good.
So let's dive into some of those potential challenges. What are some of the things that keep you up at night when you think about the future of AI-powered inventory management?
Well, one concern that often comes up is the potential for job displacement. As AI systems become more sophisticated, they could automate tasks that are currently performed by human workers,
Mm,
potentially leading to job losses in warehouses, logistics, and even retail.
that's a valid concern, I think. We've seen technology disrupt industries before, and it's important to be mindful of the potential impact on people's livelihoods.
Right? It's not about saying that AI will inevitably lead to mass unemployment, but it does mean that we need to be proactive in preparing for the future of work.
So what can be done to kind of mitigate these potential job losses? What can companies and individuals do to adapt to this, changing landscape?
Well, for starters, companies need to invest in training and upskilling their workforce, equipping them with the knowledge and skills they need to work alongside those AI systems, rather than being replaced by them.
So it's about finding ways for humans and machines to collaborate, each leveraging their own unique strengths.
Exactly. We need to kind of shift our thinking from jobs being eliminated to jobs being transformed. There will always be a need for human creativity, critical thinking, and problem-solving skills, even in an AI-powered world.
It's about embracing lifelong learning and adaptability, being willing to evolve as the technology evolves.
Absolutely. And individuals can take ownership of their own career development, seeking out training opportunities, staying informed about emerging technologies, and being open to new possibilities.
So it's a shared responsibility between those companies and individuals to navigate this transition and ensure that everyone benefits from these advancements.
Exactly. And it's not just about jobs either. There are also broader societal implications of AI that we need to consider.
Such as,
Well, one concern is the potential for bias in AI algorithms. If the data used to train these algorithms is biased, then the resulting AI systems can perpetuate and even amplify those biases.
that's a crucial point. How can we ensure that AI systems are fair and equitable and don't discriminate against certain groups or individuals?
It starts with being aware of the potential for bias and taking steps to mitigate it. This includes using diverse data sets to train the AI algorithms, carefully evaluating the outputs of those algorithms, and being open to feedback and, course correction.
So it's about building ethical AI systems, systems that are designed to promote fairness and inclusivity.
Right, and it's not just about the technology itself. It's also about the people who are developing and deploying it.
What do you mean by that?
We need to make sure that the teams building those AI systems are diverse and representative, that they're aware of the potential ethical implications of their work, and that they're committed to creating technology that benefits all of humanity.
So it's about having like a holistic approach to AI development, considering the technical, ethical, and societal implications.
Exactly. It's not just about building cool technology. It's about building technology that makes the world a better place.
That's a great way to frame it. But I also want to touch on the issue of transparency. How can we ensure that AI systems are transparent and accountable, that people understand how they work and can trust their decisions?
That's a really important point. Transparency is really key to building trust in AI. One way to promote transparency is to make sure that the decision-making processes of AI systems are explainable. That means being able to kind of trace back the logic behind a particular decision so people can understand how it was made.
So it's not about having these black boxes where decisions are made without any human understanding.
Exactly. We need to be able to open up those black boxes and shed light on how those AI systems are making decisions.
And that requires collaboration, right, between the people who are developing the technology, the people who are using it, and the people who are impacted by it.
Absolutely. We need to have open and honest conversations about AI, involving all stakeholders in the process.
It's about creating a shared understanding of the technology, its potential benefits, its potential risks, and how we can work together to ensure that it's used responsibly.
I couldn't agree more.
Well, I think we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive. We've seen how AI is transforming inventory management from the back end of warehouses to the front end of the customer experience.
And we've explored some of the potential challenges and ethical considerations that we need to be mindful of as this technology continues to evolve.
It's clear that AI has the potential to revolutionize the way we do business, making things more efficient, more personalized, and more responsive to customer needs.
But it's also important to remember that AI is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or for ill.
It's up to us to ensure that we use AI in a way that aligns with our values, that benefits all of humanity, and that creates a more just and equitable world.
Well said.
So, as we conclude this deep dive, we leave you with a final thought. AI is not the future, it's happening now. And it's up to all of us to shape that future in a way that we can be proud of. Thanks for joining us.